So Sea of Thieves is a game I haven't thought about in a long time until Skull and Bones came out, and well, that sank beneath the waves. And I remember thinking, I wonder how Sea of Thieves is doing. The game that I alpha tested and became part of the Pioneer program and told them, hey guys, this is too early. A bunch of us told them it was too early. It needed more time on the cooker. And by the way, you really need a PvE option because, well, some people don't want to be griefed. And we all know how that went. We all know how that went, right? They launched the game too early. And to their credit, they did build it up. But, well, launch it and fix it later isn't exactly something I respect. But, hey, at least they didn't abandon it, right? That's cool. But then they launched this years later. After being openly hostile against the PvE crowd, by the way. And somebody responds to with, what's the saying? Day late, dollar short. Literally, no. The only reason I didn't play this was forced PvP. But now I just don't care about the game. Exactly. A lot of people that were asking for PvE don't care about it anymore. Why? Because, well, it was 5 years ago. Half a decade ago. And, yeah. So, I mean, the game has been successful. I can't say that they flopped. But in terms of longevity, 5 years isn't too bad. Right? So if it dies today, it's not too bad. But I can't help but sit here and wonder if they would have listened to their alpha testers, especially the Pioneer people who put in the most hours. Maybe they could have avoided something like this. And it just seems to me like they threw something together that nobody wants. The PvPers don't want it. The PvEers don't want it. And it was extremely hostile if you were asking for servers. And it got to the point where, like I said, they would ban you for it. They would just, whatever forum you were on, bye. It didn't matter. It could have been Reddit, it could have been Steam. If you were asking for PvE, you got banned for it. See? End of debate. Stop asking for PvE only servers. Can we please stop asking for PvE only servers? Can we please stop asking for PvE only servers? Sea of Thieves, please stop asking for... You guys get the point. And it went to the point where the people who were saying this, I don't know if they started twisting arms over there, but people were getting banned. Not in-game, to my knowledge anyway. But nevertheless, they were getting banned. Just for asking, for the crime of asking, hey, can we get some PvE here? I mean, I don't really want to be... And people just got tired of hearing it, I guess. It became an issue. Nobody wants to hear that anymore. Okay. Well, now nobody cares. That's just the way it is. And this person here, what's the point? Why now? That was one of your few unique features. Was what, PvP only? That was one of the unique... I don't get it. Other pirate games are nipping at your heels. Yeah, right. This didn't age well. Signed, the average PvP griefer running out of targets. Right, exactly. The whole reason why there was this big push to keep everything PvP is because people like this guy wanted easy cannon fodder. And when people have an option, well, you only get people on a PvP server that want to be there. So, say goodbye to 90% of your sitting ducks. So... And then you had the whole streamer fiasco. I don't know too much about that. To be honest with you guys, I don't know a whole heck of a lot about this game over the past 5 years because, like I said, I intended to buy it after testing it. Really enjoyed a lot of the aspects of it. Made a bunch of friends during the alpha. We hung out all the time. But one of the things I noticed is that when we were having fun and killing other people, those people were friggin' miserable. Every time you went onto that ghost ship, I don't even remember what it was called, they'd just be swearing at you, and they meant it. Like, they were seriously pissed. I remember getting on the mic and going, dude, this is a pirate game, relax. What are you so angry for? Well, you know, they spent 2-3 hours getting a bunch of treasure, and then we took it. So, people don't really take to that very well. Creates a whole bunch of toxic shit, right? And that's part of the game. All right, so that's just the way it was. I think a lot of us said, okay, it's not for us. The developers told us it's not for us. The player base told us it's not for us, and just get out of here. Go away. Okay, so we went away. And now nobody cares. Because now you got a PvE option that's like a half measure. And really, you're stuck with it. You're stuck with it. And what do I mean by they're stuck with it? Well, they added safer seas, which are basically servers for only one crew. They're invite only, so you can't get griefers or cheaters. PvP content is locked, and there are some limitations, like for example, max level for factions is 40, and you get way less money than in the real server. My response, so basically, they released a mode nobody wanted, as in PvPers don't care, and PvEers don't want to waste their time with reduced rewards and artificial level caps. Got ya. No wonder this game is floundering. I was an alpha tester, one of the Pioneer program. No lifers, lol. Most of us told them, this is too early. You need more time in the cooker and a PvE option. They didn't listen. Not only did they not listen, they turned hostile and began to banhammer anyone who was asking, including over here. Now it seems a desperate attempt was launched to placate those same people. And to be brutally honest, we moved the F on with our lives by and large. Bummer. Should have listened to their alpha testers, especially the pioneers who put in the most hours. So nobody's satisfied with this. Because it's something that happened years later, and it wasn't baked into the game's creation. Basically, that's what it comes down to. Now, if you take a look at something like World of Warcraft, for example, they've had PvE and PvP running alongside for years. Does that mean that their PvE servers died? Or their PvP servers, rather? No. People who are interested in PvP, guess what? They'll join your PvP servers. And they're going to be a much more narrow margin than the people who just want to sail around after work, drinking a beer and having fun with their buddies. That's just the way it is. And to sit there and act like, oh, well, tough, it's just not for you. I mean, my mind was blown. I had respect for it. In one instance, I had respect for it. It's like, well, cool, you're not letting the gamers dictate what you want. You've got your vision. I can respect that. Especially as an MMORPG player. Where this genre has trended towards what everybody wants and what nobody wants at the same time because they're trying to please literally everybody. And I'm an old school MMO fan. I like that old school EverQuest style. And that died. That died in a fire because, well, everybody wanted to become World of Warcraft overnight. So in one aspect, I respected that. But in the other aspect, it was like, you guys are crazy. You're alienating a massive chunk of people. If you could just, I don't know, add more skeleton ships and stuff and make it a little bit more engaging that way, you would make those people happy.
Where's the bacon? I smell bacon.
Instead, they slapped all those people in their mouth when they asked. No, and don't ask again. Any questions? And now I turn and I look and I see this going on. Look, I'm not exactly happy about this, right? I don't like to see games go down, even if it's been a number of years. I can't say this game's been a failure. It hasn't been. But it would have been nice if they would have listened to us, right? They wouldn't be going through this crap right now. So yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't understand Rare. I really don't. I've been playing their game, and I look back on it, I was like, man, I've been playing Rare's games. Now, not that it's the same devs, obviously, since NES with Slalom. Anybody remember Slalom on Nintendo? Then, you got Donkey Kong Country, etc. I've been playing their stuff for years. Killer Instinct. I believe that was them, right? Yeah. Anyways, I was all too happy to test their game. I remember thinking that, man, I've been playing their game since I was a little guy. So yeah, it's kind of an odd video, isn't it? I can't exactly say, oh, you guys have failed because you didn't listen, because they're doing all right. And I don't really want them to fail. I'm kind of salty, right, that they didn't listen and they banned people, including myself. It was a temporary ban. I can comment over there again. But then I look and I see that all the stuff that was a whole bunch of drama has been scraped off. I don't like that. I don't like that. And their reasoning behind that is, well, we're just trying to make space for your ad, right? You're just trying to save face, is what you mean. If you guys would have listened, really, I believe in my heart, if you would have listened and built the PvE from the ground up instead of launching this patchwork half measure, it would have been a lot more satisfying to people. You would have avoided a whole bunch of drama. But hey, it's your game. You're going to do what you want with it. This is just, I don't know, I feel like this is just a video for the PvE people who never really got what they wanted. But now I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below what you think about this. Are you playing the game? Do you plan on picking it up on PS5? Am I crazy even talking about this all these years later? You know, I don't know. It's one of those things. I felt like I just needed to comment on it after all this time. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to rate it thumbs up. If you're new here, I ask that you please subscribe. God bless. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.